Tonight's overhead shots courtesy of the Goodyear Blimp Stars and Stripes, based in Pompano Beach, Florida. It's been a quick night. Fun game, even though it's only 1-0, and the only run on an unearned run scored by the Yankees in the fourth. Pettit back to work. Bottom of the ninth inning. Chipper Jones looks at ball one. Hitless tonight. Good fastball, 1-1. Luis Sojo takes over at second base for Mariano Duncan. Strike two. The last complete game shutout in World Series play was in 1993, Game 5. From Kurt Schilling over Toronto 2-0, but you wouldn't expect the complete game tonight. Pettit likely in there for the first two hitters. One and two, the count on Chipper Jones. Base hits. Jones digging for second. He's there with nobody out.
The Braves seeing the Yankees in their prevent a double defense. Hayes toward the line, the outfield deep, and Chipper Jones gets a double. Good base running by Jones.
He got that double by hustling out of the batter's box. You don't get a double going from first to second. You get it from going hard right out of the box.
Tying run at second for McGriff. Hitless tonight. He's driven in 6 during the World Series. One and one.
Luis Sojo and Derek Jeter talking about the signs behind second base. So over to talk to Jeter, asking him what is Leyritz putting down, just to make sure. You got to be thinking this is the last batter for Andy Pettit in this ball game.
Javier Lopez on deck in Wetland, getting ready in the Yankee bullpen. 1-1 on McGriff. To the right side, the runner advances to third, and Martinez will take it himself. One away. And here comes Joe Torre. Wetland and Weathers getting ready. It'll be Wetland. Pettit gone. What an effort. Tying run at third. 1 out. Andy Pettit was outstanding. 8 1/3 innings. No runs on 5 hits. He leaves with a tying run at third. 1 out, and he hands it to Wetland. Joe Torre will be second guessed for leaving Pettit in to hit in the top of this 9th inning. But it's easy to understand why he did it. He has a tired bullpen. Pettit had been working very well. You had Jones and McGriff coming up in the 9th inning, and it was Wohlers on the mound for Atlanta. Not easy to bank on a hit against Wohlers. Chipper Jones, a hustling double to lead off the inning. McGriff tapped to first. Tying run at third, 1 out. The infield in with Javi Lopez at the plate. Right at Hayes. Jones holds it third, 2 out.
Looked like a slider to Javier Lopez. Watch how Hayes stays down, stumbles, goes to his knees, gets up, and makes the play.
Plays that almost like a catcher blocking the ball in the dirt. Knows he's going to have plenty of time to throw him out. He just has to stay in front of that ball.
Pettit can hardly watch. The Yankees shooting for their 8th straight road victory in the postseason. They're going to have to go through Klesko. Graham Lloyd getting ready, and Joe Torre wants to talk to Wetland. Klesko is in the on-deck circle.
I think Wetland's the man. They just want to make sure they know exactly how they're going to go after Ryan Klesko. This is not the time to make a mistake because you didn't know what you wanted to do.
I think Joe Torre just said, do you want to pitch to Klesko? And Wetland said yes. That appeared to be the communication.
Tying run at third, 2 out. And Ryan Klesko off the bench for Atlanta.
The alternative would have been a very gutsy move by Joe Torre. Walk Klesko and pitch to Jermaine Dye.
Here is the alternative. And by doing this, you're putting the winning run on base.
So Joe didn't ask him if he wanted to pitch to him. He asked him if he wanted to walk him. There was that pensive delay on Wetland's part. And he finally said, yeah.
So Klesko off the bench draws the intentional walk. Jermaine Dye is called back. And it will be the former Yankee Luis Polonia.
I think Bobby Cox in this situation, not only going with the left-hander against the right-handed pitcher, but realizing that Polonia with good speed could beat out an infield hit and tie the game.
Off the bench for Atlanta, their pinch hitters are 0 for their last 21 during the postseason. A major league record, 0 for 18 this postseason. I don't think Pettit's looked up yet.
Unless there's a television set on the floor of that dugout, he has not looked up since he went to the bench.
Runners at first and third, 2 out. Bottom of the 9th inning with the Yankees leading by 1. Strike 1.
Polonia, a very good low ball hitter. Sure enough, Wetland starts him out with a fastball. One of those situations in a game where you go right to a hitter's weakness and stay there.
Broken bat, foul ball, strike 2.
Another high, hard one from John Wetland. Running that fastball right in on Louis Polonia's hands, shattering the bat.
Leyritz out to talk to Wetland. The Yankees trying to keep their road winning streak alive and push it to 8. Trying to take a 3-games-to-2 advantage as this series heads back to Yankee Stadium. Game 6, Saturday night. The 0-2. Polonia stays alive.
I think Polonia broke another bat.
That's what hitters call an emergency swing. It was a pitch too close to take, but not really good enough to hit. So just try to slap it out of play and force Wetland to throw one more pitch.
Yeah, Bob, that's what makes him dangerous in this situation. He is such a fast runner. A play like that between the lines, he could beat it out, and the game would be tied.
Tying run at third, winning run at first, 2 out. 0-2. Do it again. What a start for 24-year-old Andy Pettitte tonight. Matched up with John Smoltz, the postseason veteran. Pettitte won 8 1/3 shutout ball. Polonia battling.
Well, after the first 2 games of this World Series, the Braves were up 2-0. People were calling it a mismatch. The Yankees are 1 out away from going back to New York with a 3-2 lead.
Runners at the corners, 2 out. Still an 0-2 count on Polonia.
And the Braves 90 feet away from tying it.
What an at-bat.
He's going to continue to get those high fastballs. You've got to believe you can't waste a pitch here in the dirt because of the chance of a pass ball wild pitch.
Steady diet of high fastballs. Polonia doing a good job of fighting them off, but just not quite able to get on top of it and put it in play.
Polonia has fouled off 6 straight. 0-2 from Wetland. Into right field. O'Neill is there. Ball game. Yankees win 1-0 as Wetland saves it for Andy Pettitte.
What a play by Paul O'Neill to end it.
O'Neill with that bad hamstring we've been talking about. Full extension at the end of that play. Comes up limping. Yeah.
Pettitte with the hugs, and why not? He is our Chevrolet player of the game. Andy Pettitte, 8 1/3 innings. No runs on 5 hits. Walked 3, struck out 4, and picks up the biggest win in his life. Take a break, come back, and wrap up Game 5 here in Atlanta. The Yankees are up 3-2.